I am the bread of life. No one who comes to me will ever be hungry, and no one who believes in me will ever be thirsty again. Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's Sky.Onjahnae, and I'm not even gonna hold you too long in this intro. Let's get right into it. We are doing curls today, and this one is a little different. As you saw from the title, I'm gonna be using my flat irons, which I have not done flat iron curls in I don't know how long, just because I love using curling iron, but I realized this is the only one type of curl tutorial I've never done. So yeah, we're just gonna get right into it. My hair is freshly shampooed, and I'm gonna be taking my Babyliss Titanium. Can't remember the name. I'll put it right here on the screen. Flat irons to be doing this. So you want to make sure, like I said, with any curls for my previous curl tutorials, your section should be the same size as whatever you're using. So this is a pretty large flat iron, so I'm using a pretty large piece of section. I'm using a pretty large section. Also, I don't want super tight curls. I want them to be a little softer, and I'll explain more in details how I'm going to get these soft curls using my flat iron. I'm going to stop talking and rambling and explain to you what I just did here to get this curl. So like I said, the size of your sections really is key, and I'm going to explain why. If you use a section that is too small compared to your barrel or flat iron, your curl is going to be really tight. Or if you use a section that is too much larger than your barrel or your flat iron, your curl, you won't get the curl at all really, because there won't be enough heat to go to distribute throughout that large section. Another key, which is also can be a preference thing, but in my personal and professional opinion, is to curl away from your face. I know people say that, and it's like, okay, well, that's not a rule, but I'm telling you, it makes your curls look better. It makes them look more professional, and you really get that volume that you want from your curls, and nobody wants flat, weird looking curls. Not saying that your hair is weird looking if you curl your hair towards your face. That was a wrong choice of words, but I'm just saying, in my opinion, it looks better when you curl away from your face. Now, I'm going to try my best to explain how to curl away from your face. Now, okay, pay very close attention, and I promise you'll have the perfect curls. Now, I'm focusing on my dominant side. I do suggest starting with your dominant side, and what you want to do is hold the tool with your dominant hand, and the end that's not connected to the cord, have that facing your face and going downward, and the rest of the hair that has to pass through should be towards the end as well, like you see. And that's how you're going to ensure that your curl is going outwards, like so. This applies to not only my fellow lefties, but also my right hand girlies. If you do this, I promise you your curls will be perfect. This is also just on the dominant side. It's completely different when you get to the oh, who's texting me? It's completely different when you get to your less dominant side, and I'm going to show you that. But I really want to make sure that I slow this down and zoom in for you so you can actually see what I mean when I say have your flat iron facing downward, have the rest of the hair. That gets confusing. So I'm going to slow this down and zoom in so you can really understand what I'm saying. I'm going to re-explain for you. All right, get in close, girlies, and pay attention now. We said we want to work with our dominant side. Hold your tool in the dominant side facing downward. So that means the cord end should be up and the other end should be down. And you see how the rest of the hair is going towards the end of the hair, that's the end of the tool that is not attached to the cord. That's what I mean. This is going to allow your hair to curl that direction. Now, if it was on the other side, that's what's going to make your curl turn out, well, not outward, turn inward, because we want our curls outward. That's going to make your hair turn outward. It's kind of like physics. If you understand physics and math and all that, this will make sense to you. But you're going to see it again if it's still not clicking for you. But honestly, if you just follow those steps, then your curls will be right. I'm going to say it one more time before we get to the other side of the head. So pay attention. Do you see how the curl is already forming going outwards? Like I said, if we were to put the rest of the hair on the opposite side, that would create the curl going in towards our face, and we want our curls to be outside of our face. Well, not outside of our face. We want our curls to go outwards. I hope this makes sense, but again, if you just follow these steps, your curls are going to be perfect. Okay, let me just start off by saying I apologize because I forgot to record the two different methods that you would do for curling your less dominant side. If you want to see the other method that's not in this video, please leave a comment and I can do a quick short about it. But anyway, this is going to be so uncomfortable, but I promise you, if you just follow these steps, like I said, they will be right. We're still going to be going with the same type of idea, is that our curling iron or flat iron or whatever, the end that's not attached to the cord will still be facing downward, but the difference is we are now flipping up opposed to under like we did on the other side. And I accidentally turned my flat iron off. That's why this curl is acting like it doesn't want to curl, so I have to wait for it to cool down before I try to recurl it. But we're just going to move on, and I'm going to again zoom in and slow it down so you can see what I mean. Okay, so this is going to be so awkward, but you want to, instead of curling under, you want to curl over, or technically flip it. And same idea, you still want the hair to be towards the end that is not attached to the cord. Like you see here, I don't really know how much else to explain it, but to show you all what I'm talking about. And also another thing I forgot to mention, the tightness of your curl also depends on how slow you take your tool. Well, when it comes to your flat iron, how slow you glide your flat iron. This video was slowed down, so obviously it looks like I'm moving very slow, but I was not going that slow because I don't want really tight curls. I want more of a softer curl. And also I'm going to show you how else I make my curls look more softer in the end. And again, if this stuff is not making sense, please let me know down in the comments and I will try to figure out a way to explain where it makes sense to you all, because you know, sometimes people are not visual learners and things have to be explained, and I don't think I'm that good at explaining things, but I try my best. But y'all rock with me anyway, and I appreciate it so much. But anyway, you see how the curls are going outwards. And again, I don't know what I was doing, but my flat iron kept coming unplugged. I don't know what that was about, but yeah. Also, make sure you flat iron your leave out if you do have a sew-in. If you want to see how to do your own sew-in, watch this video right here after you watch this one, because this is the sew-in that I did for that video as well. But yeah, make sure you flat iron your leave out if you have a sew-in. That allows you to not put so much heat on your hair, and it helps when it comes to blending your curls. Well, blending the hair and the weave when you do curl your hair. Now, when it comes to this top section, because we are flipping the hair up, your leave out could get flipped. What you want to, I'm going to show you still starting high up, but if you want to avoid that and not have to put that extra heat on it, which you're going to see me do to flatten out that leave out part, you don't want to start as high. You want to start, well, this if your hair is short like mine. If you are starting too high up, your hair is going to get that little flip like you see right there, if you can even see that. But all you want to do is just take your flat iron really quick and flat iron over that to make it lay back down. It's no big deal. I feel like I was just rambling, and what I said about your leave out being flipped over didn't really make sense. So we're going to zoom in so you can see what I'm talking about when I say don't start too high, or yeah. So you see how I flipped upwards. Now my leave out is going to have a flip in it. So like I said, you want to go back in and just flat iron it down. It's no big deal. You'll be able to see what I'm talking about. You see how it kind of has like a flip going on at the front. So all I'm going to do is take my flat iron and go back over it really quick to flatten that back out so it doesn't have that flip on it. Okay, so the curl comb out is my favorite part, and I don't like to use a lot of products, so I just spray my shine spray with my feather comb, in order to, you know, add that extra shine to the hair. But honestly, this hair is bomb, so it does not need it. But also it avoids having too much product weighed down on your hair. You can just comb that product through because the product is on the comb. And I'm realizing I forgot to curl that piece of section when my flat iron was unplugged or turned off. Whatever happened, but let me do that real quick. Okay, now that that's done, we're gonna go into really what helps make my curls look softer. I'm using my boar bristle paddle brush. So it has the boar bristles like on a standard brush, mostly a men's brush, the soft bristles, and it also has the bristles as on a paddle brush, like, you know, your wig brush. And what that does, it helps soften and really loosen those curls, and also it adds additional shine. That's why I really love using this brush when I'm trying to achieve soft curls, because the way it just takes my curls from tight to more flowing and more soft, it does it for me. And then I'm just gonna spray me with some extra shine spray, just because I love the way it smells. And you know, you can never have too much shine, which I'm lying, you can. Don't oversaturate your hair with products so it can be weighed down. But look at that. These curls are super, super cute. I'm going to show you the back so you can actually see what the curls look like, because I know when you pull your hair to the front, you don't really get the full effect of the curls. So let's look at this back. I am so in love. Like, look at the shine. Look at how carefree and flowing those curls are. I, for one, do not like tight uniform curls. I like my curls to look a little messy, a little soft, a little more lived in. And that's definitely what these curls give me, and I love it. Let me know down in the comments if you're gonna try this, if these tips helped you out. Also tag me on Instagram if you do these tips with your flat iron curls. I would love to see them, especially if they came out this bomb. So that is the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you really enjoyed it. Make sure you subscribe, leave me a comment, let me know how you liked it, and hit the thumbs up button. I'll see you all in my next video.